I've always imagined if you're Steven Seagal, every single bar you ever go into in the world, there'll be some jackass in the corner who wants to come and try it on with you. Does that actually happen?
Once or twice.
If you notice in those kinds of movies when they have somebody just killing everybody, it's always unsightly people. Or they just show them for half a second. They don't want you to get into their backstory that these are people that people love. You know what I mean? Like they always got to be like a dick. That's why like in all those Steven Seagal movies, like he couldn't just walk in and beat the shit out of somebody and be a bully. Somebody had to fuck with him. You know, like, hey, nice ponytail there, twinkle toes. Yeah. And then he could turn, and then he'd kick the shit out of him every single time. Every single time there was always that guy who couldn't just drink his drink. He just had to go out of his fucking way to get this shit kicked out of him. And the whole purpose of the scene is to establish what we already know, that is Steven Seagal knows karate.
Ninjas!
Yeah.
Right?
What'd you
Which,
say?
by the way, speaking of karate, the Heroes and Icon channel, how great a name is that, is going to start rerunning all the Walker, Texas Rangers with Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris has one where he's facing off with somebody, and the guy gets into some sort of stance. He goes, another karate guy, because I think he was a kung fu guy. And he does a spinning heel kick a la Joe Rogan with cowboy boots on. So as bad as it would be to catch Joe Rogan's heel, just imagine it's Chuck Norris's heel, and it's in a cowboy boot, which, has a manly high heel on it.
I never saw one episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. Have you?
No, that's why I want to watch it. Because I feel like all the snarky douches killed off that sort of manliness on television.
You know, he sings the theme song.
Huh?
He sings the theme song. Sorry,
that's
I mean to interrupt
that's
you.
Awesome.
Wait, who does? Chuck?
Yeah. It's like it starts off in the eyes of a ranger, and then he's kind of like he talks a little first, and then he starts singing.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth from wrong and right, 'cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you.
Yeah, the chorus.
That's a man who was in the business long enough and found out that if he sang the song every time they play the episode, he's getting paid. That guy never had to buy another gi for the rest of his life after that gig. And then he had that fucking thing that brought you up and down the slide. Remember that? And he would sit there with his red chest hair just fucking looking all shredded at like 80 or whatever the hell he was.
Oh, he did those commercials.
How many times late night you almost buy one of those?
Yeah, he did those commercials with Christy Brinkley. And I always thought something was going on with them during the thing, which, I was like, something. I was like, Chucky may be taking that down. She was divorced at the time.
Remember Body by Jake? The guy from Bachelor Party, man. He crushed it in Bachelor Party, and then all of a sudden he was just Body by Jake.
Today, Jake, a man known to millions as Body by Jake, the star of Big Brother Jake, the hit show on the Family Channel.
I bet he made way more money selling that shit than he did in the movie with the residuals. Guaranteed he did. I always love when I see people that used to be acting or whatever, and then they branch off, like, what's her face? Suzanne Summers. All of a sudden, she had the Thigh Master. I'm like, there you go.
What about
now
Joe
she's making
Piscopo?
money.
Dude, Joe Piscopo got fucking jacked. He was fucking jacked.
Yeah, he
dude.
did.
Yeah,
He was foreshadowing what was going to happen in baseball. He was like 10, 12 years ahead. He was before McGuire.
Yeah,
How funny would that be if they asked Mark McGuire, how did you get into steroids? I was a Joe Piscopo fan. The guy. I mean, his first special, it was funny, but the next special came out, he just fucking grabbed a microphone, his fucking veins.
They say Chuck Norris is so tough, there's no chin under his beard. There is only another fist.
That's ridiculous. Chuck Norris?
Every day I try to be all that I can be. I'm looking out for mine, you can put your faith in me. As long as you know that